I think it's appropriate to start with Broxah and talk about kind of what he did and where he's at now. Broxah on paper, multi-time LEC championship winner, Worlds finalist, right? Second place at Worlds, has gotten farther internationally than 99% of junglers in the West. The only one that he hasn't gotten farther than is Jankos, who obviously has an MSI title and has gone to Worlds finals and World semifinals. After Caps had left Broxah, right? Broxah never really won anything after. You could argue he still did look very good with the Nemesis version of Fnatic. They were still very competitive, multiple second place finishes, right? I mean, you know, very, very good in that year. I think that team, that Fnatic was considered a top 2, top 3 team after Caps' departure. But you could argue during those years that there were other junglers individually that were better players, right? Jankos obviously being one of them, Cole during his time with OG, Selfmade when he was with SK Gaming was an up-and-coming prospect. Like, there were junglers that had more upside, that looked better, but Broxah was still considered maybe a still upper echelon jungler, right? After his time with Fnatic during that Nemesis iteration of Fnatic, where they had made, you know, world semis or world quarters, they were able to kind of have some success, but never the same that he had with Caps. Broxah then had moved to North America. He had signed a blockbuster deal with Team Liquid. He'd replaced Xmithy, crucially, and was looking to kind of replace Xmithy with a different role, right? Xmithy, obviously famously known as one of those more control-style junglers, a guy that plays a lot of tanks, a brain jungler, right, is what you'd kind of define Xmithy as. Broxah was brought in, obviously, not just kind of to be a brain jungler, but to be that carry jungler, right? He had gotten a lot of praise during his time with Fnatic as like this big carry player, Lee Sin, like all these champions, right? He had been brought into TL to kind of replicate some of that success with Fnatic.